I will be doing this entire video without touching the pedals. And if I can, as much as possible, without touching the steering wheel. Self-driving is the best innovation. I talk a lot about driving fast and enjoying your car, but at the end of the day, a car is a tool for getting to places. These are the two main technologies I'm going to be talking about today: automatic radar guided cruise control, lane keep assist with self-steering. I also don't want any comments about my lane discipline. If you want my opinion on lane discipline and how lanes work in this country, watch this video up here. Short version is, it's a joke. Everybody does what they want. Let's deploy all 120 of this car's horses, get ourselves into some clear air, and I can talk you through these systems. So first of all, adaptive cruise control. This stuff is magic. If there's no car in front of me, it will just act as normal cruise control and it will just continue to do the speed that I've set. But as we come up behind cars that are going a little bit slower, well, let me demonstrate. The radar picks up the differential in speed. And I'm not touching the pedals here. It will automatically match the speed of the car in front. The car's moved out the way. It will attempt to get back up to speed, but now it notices, oh wait, there's another vehicle, and it will match the speed of that car. This is important because it makes it mindless to travel distances. One of the most tiring aspects of driving on the motorway is keeping a consistent speed or keeping a consistent distance from other vehicles. No human on planet Earth can keep a distance as well as this radar system. This radar system is ridiculous. Any small change in how the car is moving away from me or getting closer to me, the system matches that and makes me move at the exact same rate. Right, let's stop doing 50. And I'm not going to accelerate here. As soon as there's nothing in front of me, the car knows what to do. It knows I want to go 70, and it's going to just bring me back up to speed. This also has some additional benefits that a lot of people do not think about. Do you hate being stuck in traffic? I sure do. Isn't it nice not to have to worry about it? Look at this, the car will do it. That's not me touching the brakes. This is the most annoying part of long distance driving for me. I hate this stuff, right? You just sit here and you accelerate and then it's just annoying. I always leave a long gap so then I don't have to stop and slow down. It's just long, right? Look at this. The car is doing it for me. And if someone pulls in front of me, phenomenal timing. Look at that. It will deal with it. It's fine. Even if this van pulls in front of me, it'll be fine. It takes so much of the stress and strain out of long distance driving. Because, I mean, if you're driving up and down the country, you will inevitably arrive at this situation. This car will actually take you all the way down to 0 miles an hour and to a complete stop if the car in front of you stops in traffic. Look at this. I'm going to cover the brake just because I'm scared, but that's not me braking. That's not me braking. I haven't done that. It's bloody awesome. I guess over time you would learn to trust it, and maybe you wouldn't cover the brake, but I feel like it's a good idea to cover the brake. And look at this. It's opened up. Car's like, yeah, send it. 42. Let's go. I love it. It's so good. It's so mindless. I don't have to worry. I don't have to think. The second system we need to cover here is lane keep with active steering. Now, lane keep is just a simple system that stops you veering out of your lanes. The active steering part is very cool because the car will steer for you. Now, I'm going to take my hands off the wheel for this next part. If you're the type of person that doesn't like this, just click off. This is what I wanted. So the system is going to be unavailable soon and it's going to start beeping. You have to actually make very minor inputs just from the weight of your hand to keep the system active. You might say, well, why do I need this system? I'm not an idiot. I can steer. If you would like to have and drink. I'm in the middle of a 500-mile round trip for work. I've had to take many drinks while on the road, and this just allows you to do that. Whether you're in a corner, whether you're on a straight, it really doesn't matter. Even the straights on motorways have little bits of weave to them, and this active steering just means it keeps you in the right place, keeps you safe. It even lifted off for the corner. Isn't that just ridiculous? I was a bit worried it was going to try and send me around here at 70, but it knew. It was like, oh, there's a corner coming up. I don't think I could do that at 70, so it sent me around at 44. I love it. So basically, if you think about it, this car does not need me here. It can steer itself, it can accelerate itself and keep pace with whatever's in front, it can keep itself in its lane. The only thing it can't really do is navigate obstacles and slower cars the way a true self-driving system would. I wouldn't try and use this on like a roundabout or anything like that, but any motorway situation where you've got defined lanes and all you need to do is follow them, which, if we're being honest, if you're making a long journey, that's 90% of your driving. To have something that makes it this easy to negotiate those situations is fantastic. It also is symbiotic with me actually driving. If I just put my foot on the accelerator and turn and actually drive myself, it doesn't get in the way, it just lets me do it. And then as soon as I want to return to my cruising pace, I don't have to press a button, I don't have to do anything, I just let go. And it will keep driving. It's brilliant. Watch this, look, it's a corner and it's just gonna handle it perfectly. Look at that, someone cut in front of me, it's actually reduced the speed a little bit. It's gonna build back its distance and then it's gonna continue. It's so cool. One of the most annoying parts of long distance driving is exactly where I'm at right now. The middle lane is doing 68 and the fast lane is doing significantly more than 70. So it's very difficult to find your balance point and your happy place. And I always found when I drive cars that don't have active cruise control, I never actually use the cruise unless the motorway is empty. Because if you set it at 70, you will very quickly catch somebody and then you're just going to have to disengage it anyway to keep pace with that car. You can just sit here and think about whatever you want to think about, your business plans, your work projects that you're working on, how to title a video about self-driving that isn't really self-driving. Let me know if I got it right, I don't know. Now I will say, I don't love this car's lane positioning. I think it's slightly over to the left a little bit. I'm a bit close to that. And I wish there was a setting somewhere I could just bias it back to the middle. I will say, this massively encourages middle lane hogging. Because if I've got a car that's going to do the majority of all this stuff for me and all I need is for people to get out of my way, then I'm encouraged to just sit in this lane forever. One thing that I don't like about the active cruise control is that it's not aware of speed limit. So when you go through a speed limit, you do have to manually change your speed, which is a little bit annoying. I wish it would have seen the speed limit coming up and automatically adjusted my speed to match that. But now you have to be a little bit brave to do this, but if you just follow somebody else and they don't speed, the active cruise will just keep pace with that car and they will probably reduce their speed. My name's Mick. I drive cars, although today the car drove itself. Don't you love this situation? Everybody is in these two lanes. That lane is completely empty and we're all doing 53. Mwah. Wonderful. And it's not because of the junction, because this motorway continues at 3 lanes. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not changing lanes because I don't want to undertake 200 cars while I've got a camera on my head. Peace.